President Biden's plan to save Social Security doesn't really work out math-wise. So although he's saying tax the rich, have the rich people pay their fair share to save Social Security, it doesn't really do that because President Biden's plan brings up a big question. Is there a 23% cut to Social Security benefits with President Biden's plan? Technically, yes. I'll explain how that works, as there's another plan in Congress right now, a proposal for Social Security that could give a $515 increase to Social Security recipients. It actually does a better job than President Biden's 4-point plan to make sure that Social Security does not go insolvent, and it actually gives more increased benefits to Social Security recipients. So I'll go over those two plans, those two proposals, how it affects your Social Security check. If you're on Social Security, if you're not on Social Security yet, how it affects the future of Social Security from becoming insolvent, as those are two big problems that are facing Social Security: a lack of increased benefits, and is Social Security going to be here in 10 years or not? So I'll go over all the details of that and give you some other important updates as well. If you appreciate the regular updates with Social Security, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more updates on Social Security regarding increases, decreases, proposals, what Congress is doing about Social Security. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for that. All right, so to save Social Security, Joe Biden wants to tax the rich, but his proposal falls flat more ways than one. So America's most successful retirement program is staring down a $22.4 trillion funding shortfall through 2097. It's crazy to even think 2097. I don't even think may be alive by then, but President Biden's 4-point proposal to strengthen Social Security calls for payroll tax on high earners, basically taxing the rich. But this strategy may sound good on paper. It has a few different problems with it. Let me go over that really quick. Give you some other updates as well. So the lion's share of Social Security issues can be traced to demographic shifts that include rising income inequality, a 57% decline in legal migration into the U.S. over the past 25 years, historically low U.S. birth rates, increased longevity vastly outpacing the rise in full retirement age, and the ongoing retirement of baby boomers. If you're a baby boomer, it's not really entirely your fault. I think it's the system's fault. But Joe Biden wants to strengthen Social Security by taxing the rich. Basically, having the rich people pay their fair share. I've gone over this many times in detail before, so I'm not going to give you the numbers. You probably already know that by now. But what is the problems with this plan? Although it may sound good on paper, there are a few different issues. So a tax the rich strategy by itself is virtually certain to fall flat for two reasons. The first reason, while Biden's tax the rich proposal might sound like a winning strategy on paper and would undoubtedly have a lot of support from 94% of working Americans paying the program with every dollar they earn, it comes up short in a variety of ways. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you agree with taxing the rich? I'm sure everybody does, but the problem is it's not enough. Taxing the rich should already be in place, for them to pay their fair share. It sounds good, but there's a couple of problems with it. To start, a strong argument can be made that the rich are paying their fair share. While it's true that the percentage of earned income exempted from the payroll tax has increased substantially over the past 4 decades, it's also true that Social Security Administration caps monthly retired worker benefits at full retirement age $3,627 in 2023. In other words, high earners could average $200,000 in wages or $20 million in wages over 35 years, and they'd still have no chance for higher monthly benefit check from Social Security in 2023 than $3,627. So yeah, it caps their monthly payment for Social Security, but a second issue with Biden's proposal is that any attempt to collect additional tax revenue on the rich would likely be met with some high earners shifting how they generate income. For instance, dividend income, capital gains, rental income, bond income, and income from a certificate deposit at a bank are all exempt from payroll tax. It's possible we'd see high earners adjust how they generate income to reduce or eliminate any added tax liability. So what it's saying here is, yes, you could tax the rich, saying there's a new law in place that is going to tax rich people. The problem is the rich people, also people in Congress, are good friends, so there's always going to be a loophole for rich people to not pay taxes. How did Jeff Bezos and Amazon get away for not paying any taxes for Amazon, making billions of dollars, but yet not paying anything in taxes for years? Also, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk barely paying any taxes on those billions of dollars. They're in the top 3 rich people in the world, but yet barely paying any taxes for being so rich. Because there's a lot of loopholes. There's tax deferments. They're not really making the money, or they're having their intellectual property somewhere else. There's all these crazy things that rich people do to not pay taxes. So although there may be another law in place to tax the rich, looks like they'll still get out of it. So with this plan, though, does Joe Biden's Social Security plan include 23% benefit cuts? Technically, yes. So a GOP committee argues that Biden's proposed budget will lead to a steep Social Security cut. How does President Biden's 4-point plan include 23% benefit cuts? Well, it's not like President Biden is saying, hey, I want to cut Social Security by 23%. The reason why the plan has a 23% cut is because it doesn't address increasing Social Security or preventing it from becoming insolvent. It has a few plans to help Social Security, but does not address how Social Security in 9 years will be cut or run dry, and then there's a 23% cut. So that's basically, it's kind of a play on words over here, but which is the reason why President Biden's plan isn't going to solve Social Security. That's where Congress comes in. So although President Biden put out that plan to help Social Security, really it's up to Congress. One of the front-running Social Security proposals and bills in Congress right now is the Social Security 2100 Act. This has increased benefits. It has ways to prevent Social Security from going insolvent, strengthens the trust fund. This is the official page right here giving all the information on it. So basically, that increase that I was talking about, with 2 parts of these increased benefits with this bill, benefit bump for current and new Social Security beneficiaries, giving a 2% benefit bump for everybody. So let's just take the number. For every $1,000 you're getting per month, you get an extra $20, right? So let's say $1,500. $1,600 is the average right now, but let's just say $1,500 for number's sake. That's $30 extra per month, plus if you include the new minimum benefit, which will be set at 25% above the poverty line. So if you're on Social Security and you're below the poverty line and it makes it at the poverty line, spoken about this in the past, that's a $485 increase right there, plus the $30, that's a $515 monthly increase just right out the bat with this Social Security Bill 2100 Act. So a $515 increase per month, just in 2 parts. There are other increases. It would have a better CP COLA adjustment calculation. There would be a lot of other things too that affect certain parts of Social Security recipients. So there's a lot to it. But where does this bill stand right now? Well, Congress, throughout the summer, they're out of office. They're getting paid, but they don't have to do congressional activities. They could be doing whatever they want right now when they're out of office. They could just go to the beach, go to their second vacation home, have vacations the entire time. So in terms of Congress doing something for Social Security, I guarantee we're going to hear more about Social Security reform as we get closer to elections. But what are they doing about it now? Just a bunch of talk and empty promises. Speaking of empty promises, President Biden deleted that tweet saying that he wanted to increase Social Security by $200. I'll talk more about that in a moment. But first, take a look at Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing that you should do. So when you have to treat people equally, and make sure that they're if you treat people nice, they'll treat you back nice. But that might work. I don't know.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Social Security updates. And about that tweet that President Biden deleted, promising $200 more for Social Security recipients, I definitely want to click this video up here as I also talk about the $330 increase for SSDI and SSI. So definitely click this video up here if you want more information on that, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.